Rashford if he's staying or going. That's Henry Winter. And Rashford says, for me personally, I think I'm ready for a new challenge and the next steps. Henry Winter says all his words were prefaced with respect for the club, which has been home for almost 20 years. Rashford says, when I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about Manchester United. That is me as a person. If I know that a situation is already bad, I'm not going to make it worse. I've seen how other players have left in the past, and I don't want to be that person. When I leave, I'll make a statement, and it will be from me. This all came about, Jess, because they spent the day together.
Yeah, so Henry Winter was with Marcus Rashford on a day going back to his old primary school out in South Manchester, and they were visiting pupils, talking about Christmas and handing out presents. It's been an event that's been long planned between the two of them. This hasn't come out of the blue as such. Perhaps what has come out of the blue, though, are these quotes of Marcus Rashford. This is the first time we've heard from him where he's acknowledged that there is going to be a time, perhaps in the near future, that he will leave Manchester United, his boyhood club. His form has not been its best in the last couple of seasons, and both the current manager, RUBEN AMORIM, and the previous manager, Erik ten Hag, have stated their dissatisfaction with his performances on and his personality off the pitch as well. So these quotes for the first time from Marcus Rashford, just confirming that it looks like in the near future he is ready to leave Manchester United and move on.
We have asked Manchester United for comment. They haven't given us any comments at this stage. Rashford also said it's disheartening to be left out of a derby, but it's happened. We won the game, so let's move on. It's disappointing, but I'm also someone, as I've got older, I can deal with setbacks. What am I going to do about it? Sit there and cry about it, or do my best next time I'm available? He also says elsewhere in the article by Henry Winter that he's posted on X, I do feel misunderstood, but I'm fine with it. I'm a very simple person. I love football. That's been my life from the beginning.
The way he runs here, he doesn't just run straight. He arced that run from this situation. By doing that, all of a sudden, you cut off this whole half of the yard of the pitch, and almost you've only got, you can see here, Manchester City players pointing to go back. This is your only option, one of these. That cuts off half of the team, most of the team. So that angle of attack in terms of defending is fantastic. And all of a sudden, because he's done that and because he's worked hard, he's actually now in a great position just in case Manchester United go and win the ball. And what do? They don't necessarily win it, but they force a mistake. And then this is brilliant. He takes a touch here into the box. That's the danger zone. Blocks his man with his right foot. Says, come on, tackle me if you want. And he does, and he makes a mistake. That gets them back into the game. And then this is only moments later. Obviously his confidence is up. And I don't even spot the run, to be honest. I mean, in this situation, I'm thinking, wow, what have you spotted here? When the ball goes back and we pause it. Here we go now. I mean, this is him here. And if I'm looking across at this, I'm thinking, wow, what's on for me? There's a man here, there's a man there. They'll probably track my run. But he probably knows that behind him he's got a little bit of support, so he can afford to take that risk. But he sets off, and he sets off early, and he makes a great run. He thinks he's going to go offside, so watch this. He then bends back, he flattens off his run until the ball comes again. And what about this for a first touch? At full speed, ball in the air, and this isn't a bad touch either. That's not easy. On the volley, tight angle on your left foot. Absolutely brilliant. What a fantastic goal to finish it off. And we can all look at Manchester City and say the mistakes that they're making. He caused those mistakes. His selfless running, his energy. Bruno Fernandes was right.
Just before I ask Rob, how difficult is that first touch that he produced there for the goal?
Incredible.
At full pace.
At full pace. That's the point. Lots of people can have a good first touch. Lots of people can run fast. But